What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Colin here with another video. I'm sorry that my hair is messy, but I have to talk about the Cleveland Browns. I'm doing the 2008 0-16 Lions versus the 2017 Cleveland Browns. If you don't know, both of them went 4-0 in the preseason, like the Lions and the Browns went 4-0 in the preseason, but next thing you know, lost all the regular season games. Win every single preseason game. Lose all the regular season games. What? It's funny how they both won all of the preseason games, but and lost all the regular season games. But if you're a Browns fan, then you can hate on me too, because guess what? I love the Detroit Lions. They're my third favorite team in the NFL. Second is the Panthers. First, 49ers. But we're not here to talk about my teams. And I'm going to see which team, 0-16 team, was the better team. Yep. Well, either which way, the Lions, after this video, might go 0-17. And the Cleveland Browns might go 1-16. Or the Lions might go 1-16. The Browns might go 0-17. Let's see. So the way we're going to judge this is not by which has injuries, because really they didn't really have key injuries. So yeah, and let's just get to it. Now, once it comes to the Detroit Lions, they had just a bad team that went 7-9 last year, almost made the playoffs. And so then you think that they might make the playoffs because Megatron was not bad at all. Now, most of the starters weren't really rookies. About like 1 or 2 starters were like rookies. And yeah, so we have to take that into consideration. And we gotta think about the injuries. No, we're not counting injuries, never mind. And we gotta talk about the closest games. Category number 1. Whoever had the younger team, really stands out. Like if they had a younger team, then it makes sense to why, they suck and stuff. But yeah, because players are developing. So let's get into it. So personally, I think the Browns were a much younger team. They had Myles Garrett, Sean Kaiser, and they had Corey Coleman, who was coming his second season. Almost every person besides the offensive line were like rookies and stuff. A lot of them were rookies or young players. The Detroit Lions, on the other hand, the most killable rookie was Calvin Johnson. He wasn't a rookie, he was a second-year pro, but still, just like Coleman, except Megatron's much better. Megatron knows how to stay healthy. And then you had the defense. There wasn't really killable people on the Detroit Lions defense. So yeah, at point 4, the Browns. So we're going to talk about the hardest category out of the two, and that is going to be the score differences. Now, whoever had the lowest score differences, well, pretty much really proves it. Like say if the Lions lost by 10, and then they lost by 14, and then they lost by 7 and 3, versus the Browns losing by 20 all time, then Lions will have an excuse. Will be the worst team. Well, yeah. And personally, I have to give this to the Cleveland Browns. Now, why is the Cleveland Browns on this list? Well, I'm gonna give you 2 reasons. They have more closest games. I looked at the schedule. There was about 4 blowouts, but there was like 10 close games, or like 8 close games, and then there was like four like mediocre games, like lost by like 10, like one possession games. They lost like probably like 8 of those or 7 of those. Versus the Lions, I saw the schedule and they just got blown out. There was a lot of close games, like with the Vikings and stuff. But the thing is, I'm giving this to the Browns because the number one reason why is because they could have won. They should have been 1-15, not 0-16. And the reason why I say that is because against the Packers, the Green Bay Packers, they were actually winning 21-7. But then they blew that lead and lost in overtime. Now what this proves is that they choked the lead. They shot themselves in the foot and choked and could have been 1-15. So I have to give this to the Lions. And overall, I think Browns had a better excuse. And the Browns, the Cleveland Browns of this era, this year, it's better than the 2008 Lions. What do you think? Do you think the Lions are better? The 2008 Lions are better? Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.